Well, thanks, Shaka. Ivory Coast incumbent President Alassane Ouattara has won a second five-year term in office. The Election Commission says that Ouattara took about 84% of the vote on Sunday's election. International observers, including those from the African Union and the West African Bloc, ECOWAS, say that the voting was free and fair despite concerns from some in the opposition. Meanwhile, the prolonged period of ballot counting in Tanzania has some questioning if the ruling CCM party is doing what some call creative accounting to hold on to power. Well, this leads us to our question of the week asking, do you feel that the October 25th elections in Tanzania and Ivory Coast were free, fair, and credible? Well, thanks for using all our social media platform to communicate to us. Another reminder that we are tweeting live today. Just use the hashtag VOA African Elections. And if you haven't yet, please follow us at VOA Shaka. Speaking of it, let's go to a tweet from Hassan Gaini, who writes, "It looks like that, but many people will not agree with me, and there are accusations in both countries from opponents and governments." Another tweet comes from Martin Nyalusi, who says, he's tweeting us from Tanzania. He says, "I think it was free, although money and hooliganism were used." And of course, I think he's referring to Tanzania. And some people are electing other people because of money that they give out. Anyways, well, let's now go to a comment from Facebook, from one of our Facebook fans, Ade Buyuzi, at the West from Lagos in Nigeria. He writes, "I really want to believe the election process in Africa is improving, especially as the voters are becoming more educated on the importance of the election process. Africa is beginning to set some things right. Someday we shall fully get it right." Well, amen to that, Shaka and guest. Your thought on these comments?
Thank you very much, Mariam. What about that, Shamis? Your reaction?
Well, my reaction, I feel like this election is a shamble, both in Zanzibar and in mainland, you know. What Mr. Lowassa said today is typically clear. You have one constituency, two constituencies that have same numbers. You have result was announced, and until last minute, the military came in to the electoral commission and stopped it, counting, and then cut off the power on the whole island. Within 45 minutes, the power come back. They say the election will be announced tomorrow, and tomorrow they canceled the election. So there was confusion in the ruling party because they lost the power.
Does that make the election a shambles, or is it perhaps the counting process really? Because
the whole process
people came in droves and cast their votes.
Yes. In Zanzibar, actually, the election went more smooth compared to mainland. There was more irregularity in mainland. There was many areas the ballot box didn't arrive on time. Even people who were not able to vote on Sunday, they have to vote on Monday.
On Monday.
Yes. There were pictures of some candidates. They were not matching with their names. So there was a lot of irregularities, which is people are not mentioned about our Tanzania election was good. It was Tanzania is peaceful, but the whole process was a shamble.